Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities Tarot. My name is Rochelle. I am doing a birthday bonus reading for Taurus. We have just entered Taurus season, so happy birthday to you, wherever your birthday lands or whenever it lands. I hope it is an amazing celebration of you and your awesomeness. I just put some prosperity dust on the table, inviting that in. So I'm going to start with a couple of angel cards. And keep in mind that if your birthday does not fall in Taurus season, this reading can still be for you. So we've got discernment. We've got a vehicle at a crossroads. Angel with sunglasses, and there's a little dog. I never noticed the dog before. Maybe you have a dog. Heading off somewhere on a road trip, possibly. All right. This one. Education. There is an angel at the front of the class. It's stuck. It's stuck. Angel at the front of the class with other angels sitting, bookshelves, map of the world, map of something, map of heaven. Yeah, okay, so maybe this can be speaking to you deciding to maybe go in a new direction, pursue some new avenue of information, of learning. Maybe you have some options that are being presented to you, that are kind of coming to you, and you're having to kind of hone your focus on one particular thing. I mean, this can also be the school of life. Maybe reaching a crossroads and having to make a choice, make a decision, go this way, go that way. Maybe you have multiple things, directions you can go, and you have to be discerning. And once you choose that path, that's when the learning really begins. Or for this next phase, this next section of whatever this is that you're learning. Okay, so let me go to, I'm going to go with the Elemental Oracle. Time and discipline. Yeah, you are doing something. 41. Time and discipline. Oceans and bravery. 30. I feel like you might be going somewhere. Beginnings and east. Going east? You might be pursuing some kind of like an education or learning involving Eastern thought, Eastern spirituality, Eastern medicine. So, excuse me. Yeah. Um, this discipline and time is, I feel like it's you taking the time to really discern what you want to do next. And this may be something that you're being forced into, or you just feel this really strong nudge. Okay, I want to do something different. I want to try something new. And and you're really sitting with it, with your options. You have more than one. It could be, do I stay, do I go? If I go, I could go in all these different directions. But you're taking the time, you're allowing yourself the space to make a really, I was going to say an educated decision, educated guess. Because you want to make sure that whatever path you take is worth it, is going to, it's the thing that really lights you up, lights up your soul, your mind, your your inspiration. And then once you make that decision, then you're like, all right, here I go. Being brave. Heading off on some kind of trek, some kind of road trip. Maybe you're moving somewhere else in the world. Like whatever this is, it's a big deal. Because it's stirring up some kind of fear in you, and it's making you, you're going to have to change your life, or you're in the process of. Everyone's on a different timeline. So wherever you fall in this, but it's like once you make the decision and you start to go, you're brought to the starting point, to the beginning. If this makes sense. Okay, so let's say you are deciding to go somewhere, and you need to get there first. So say you pack up your car and you drive to where you're going. So there's that middle part, the driving part, where you're thinking about it. You're like, okay, I'm gonna have this new beginning, but it hasn't begun yet. And then you get there, get yourself settled, and then here we are. You're off to some kind of, you're officially beginning. So you make the decision, and then you have to prepare, and then you begin. $533 could be an area code, could be, yeah, just a part of a new phone number, or your phone number, or have some other significance in your life. Okay, so let me go to the Queen of the Moon Oracle. There's fear here, but there's also excitement. And there's also a fair amount of certainty. Once you figure out what you're doing, you're like, okay, I'm putting everything into this. Resilience, 21. We got another 3. Nourishment, number 7. action. Number 15. Here, I'm going to move those up and these down. It's like you've been carrying a burden. It makes me think of whatever you were doing previously was a lot. It was a lot to carry. It was a lot to handle. Maybe you had too much on your plate, but you were sticking with it. You were doing what you knew needed to be done. And it trained you. It trained you to be persistent, resilient, to be able to learn how to bounce back, to have more strength, to push through. It feels like boot camp. And because of what you have experienced and gone through, it helped you to learn how to nourish yourself. And there's something about, like, now that you're going in this new direction, you're able to lay that burden down and possibly reap the rewards from it. Maybe you've completed some project, or you've come to a point where you're able to get your sweet severance package, or whatever. Like, I don't know, maybe you're being laid off. This happened in my world. Some really important people got laid off, but ultimately there's this feeling of or actually, it's not just a feeling, it's like actually reaping the rewards, the benefits, being able to nourish yourself. Just occurred to me, she's standing in front of what looks like a giant egg, like a dinosaur egg, or a dragon egg, or something egg-like. Nourishing the thing that you want to. This is about the new beginning. What do you want to hatch? You've learned to be resilient, so you can put your energy into what it is you want to do, and put everything into it and nourish it so that it can grow. And that has to do with taking action. And this is inspired action. Nourishing yourself, nourishing, whatever is needed for this new beginning. And this has, like, this is you doing something, taking action around something that you really, really love, that makes you feel very, very good. Maybe it involves dancing. Music. Doesn't have to, though. But 3, 7, 6. Okay. This is like, you can't not take action. Because it feels so good. You're very excited about this. Okay, so going with the Enchanted Map Oracle. Slow and steady. Number 12. 21. Both of these break down to a 3. We've got another 3 on the table. 3 is a very important, significant number for you. but there is this, we've got 533 again. Slow and steady, and it's like you are gaining some kind, you have gained, I feel, this resilience because of what you've had to carry, what you've had to endure. And it's been a slow and steady process to build up that strength, that endurance. And really taking your time. Oh, and she's got a butterfly mask on too. Well, let me pick the rest of these. Stormfields, number 9. Okay. Oh, and I just noticed the bee. There's a bee here hovering over some flowers. The bee is industrious. Even despite the storm, even in the storm, the bee carries on. And Dragon's Lair, 19. So, it feels like, I said it, dragon's egg. Huh. What is it about this dragon? It's like you're taking things slow and steady. Maybe you're still carrying some kind of burden. Or you're having to I feel like this slow and steady has to do with this preparation. And I think making your way to the choice point, maybe this is just the energy that you are in, have been in. You're being very deliberate about your choices, your actions, that kind of thing. And maybe it's like, walking in a minefield or something where you're having to go slow and steady because circumstances, people, that, like whatever you're doing, maybe you're bumping up against some kind of resistance. There's some kind of storm off in the distance raging around you. I mean, what's interesting here is there's this house, and it's like, I don't know if this is a tornado or if the house itself is coming apart, but it's like the storm fields is you leaving behind your house, your home, where you used to reside. Again, you could be moving or something, but there's this path that's leading to the house, but leading away from the house as well. And something about the house is about to be destroyed. I hope not literally, or it's like somehow the decision that you're making to move forward somehow you're leaving behind something to go in a new direction. Dragon's Lair, though. Dragon's Lair is all about being cautious. Like, what are you walking into? What are you walking away from? Like, I feel like, let me just grab my book here. You are always protected and divinely directed. You have a remarkable internal warning system that lets you know when things are out of alignment. I feel like that's where this discernment comes in. You're about to enter dangerous territory, so tread carefully and be aware of your surroundings. I feel like this is tied to the storm field, so maybe this has to do with where you're going. It's a new beginning, everything's new. The path you're on now is one that will challenge you to the core. And that's tied to this resilience. So really, I think that's why there's bravery here. Because whatever you're doing it's out of your comfort zone. And you are having to call upon this resilience, this strength to, I don't know, like to get where you want to go. And the path is treacherous. But there's also this inspired action, and you know that what you are choosing to do, this new beginning, is the right thing. So it says, yeah, the path you're on now is one that will challenge you to the core. That said, peril is also exciting and exhilarating, like the danger you feel before you enter a new relationship, knowing that you'll be changed forever. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe you are. You're meeting someone new, you're entering into a new relationship. It's a little bit dangerous, but it's also kind of exciting. And you don't know what to expect. It's kind of stormy. Storm fields. Let me just read this one too. It says, this too shall pass. An uncomfortable chaos is surrounding you. Things that you've left unattended may be the cause of some conflict. Pent-up energy needs release, just as a storm in nature must break. For these events occur when the electricity between opposing forces stirs things up and creates temporary disorder. So there's you're making your way through and out of a storm. Some kind of storm is happening in your life, and you leaving behind something in itself it's kind of a big deal. It's kind of, it's scary but exciting. The path is treacherous, but you also know what you need to do to make this change. So let me read these in another way. We've got time and discipline, resilience, and slow and steady. So whatever you are doing, you're taking your time. You are building up that resilience. Like I said, it feels like boot camp or something. You're really like, it's like you're whatever you're carrying. It's like you're taking all, whatever belongings you can carry and going somewhere else. But you're doing it because you have a purpose. You know that you want to go somewhere, and you're being very deliberate about it. I keep saying go somewhere. Maybe it's something you want to do or become, or with this education. But there's a lot of traveling. There's a lot of movement in these cards. So then we have bravery and oceans. 379, 361. Okay, so we have bravery and oceans, nourishment, and storm fields. So here you are, setting off, heading in some kind of new direction, doing something because you're excited about it, it feels good, it's fun, you're finding your balance, and you know that you will be nourished along the way. Maybe it's something that, again, now that I've seen this giant egg, what looks like a giant egg to me, it's like you're putting everything into something new. And you're bumping up against the resistance, the storminess. There are opposing energies that are working themselves out, that are creating chaos, basically. But because, and that's why that's why the bravery is here. It's putting your all into something. Knowing there's potentially some kind of payoff here. You're weathering the storm. So then we have beginnings in East, action, and Dragon's Lair. So here's this new beginning. You're taking this inspired action, and it is treacherous, but you have what you need to persevere. Yeah. And yeah, you have this very discerning mind. You've had a fair amount of education already to be discerning, to learn what you needed to from difficulties, from whatever you've had to carry in the past. And and this is a part of what has fortified you, so that you know that you can get through any difficulties. Anytime you start something new, you're gonna bump up against obstacles. I shouldn't say anytime, most of the time. There's gonna be things that you encounter that you didn't expect, that you didn't plan for. That that's life. There's always difficulties in life at some point along the way. But you are, because of being so discerning, because of being so inspired and excited for this new beginning, you're like, I can handle it. Nourishing the dragon. What does that even mean? I don't know, but there's something about that. Maybe it's your inner dragon. Okay, so let's see. Is that what I want? No. I'm going to go with the Osho Zen Tarot. A little bit more about what to expect. Aloneness. That's the Hermit card. Virgo energy. Exhaustion. 9 of Fire. Integration, which in other decks is Temperance. So, Sagittarian energy. This feels like a solo journey, although you may have your furry friend with you. But mostly this is about you having to go in a new direction, to follow the light, but then recognize that you are the light. It's like your light guides you to the light, or there's like a magnetization. You're being magnetized. You're being brought to something. But this is a part of the education. By spending time alone, it doesn't mean you're like isolated alone, but you're spending time focusing on what it is you need to do that's going to be most beneficial for you. Because either you're exhausted from what you've already tried building, or a part of the journey is going to be exhausting, and it's helping you to build the resilience. It's like you're pushing through anyway. You're taking that inspired action, and yeah, you're going to get tired. More than tired. But there's a purpose to it. You're building something that you feel, building something or hatching something, growing something. Somehow you're putting your all into something new. And you're taking these experiences, everything, and you're integrating. You're integrating this whole journey, what you've been through already, the education you've already gotten. And this is helping you to transform, to become a greater version of yourself. We have the eagle, we have the swan. This is about seeing things from a different vantage point, seeing the broader picture, being able to see the forest for the trees because you're up above it all. There's a lot of grace here. Gracefully going through your trials, your tests, and ultimately you passing everything with flying colors, right? I mean, we literally have flying colors up here coming out of this person's head. We've got the sun and the moon, the yin yang, the snake eating its tail, the Ouroboros. It's a coming back around. There's an ending which leads to a new beginning. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. I think that's the line in the closing time song. Which, by the way, that song is about childbirth, if you didn't know. And I feel like there's some kind of birth happening, hatching, rebirth, something like this. And so you're integrating all that you're learning with this education here. Beginning and end, balance, masculine and feminine, light and shadow. And we see I forget what it's called, but this kind of pyramid, geometric shape. It's like two pyramids together. There's an opening, a crown chakra opening. You are becoming connected to the cosmic energies because of all of this, because of what you're going through, even pushing yourself beyond your limits and coming to this place of exhaustion. You have to do it. It's like this is how you learn about yourself and your limits and how to nourish yourself through the difficulties and nourish what you want as well. Okay, so I gotta finish out. I'm gonna go a little bit longer. I want to get some cards from the Radical Abundance deck. Safety third. Awareness. We've got two crows on each shoulder. We've got a sleeping fox there. And gifts. You are... Okay, so safety is a concern. A concern? I don't know if that's the right word, but it's like safety is important to you. Maybe what you're doing involves wanting to create some kind of safety for those around you, or as you move forward, this is a part of the discernment, is making sure that you're safe despite the storms, despite knowing that you are going to bump up against difficulties. And there's this awareness about, I feel like you may have some gifts coming online, coming up within you, psychic gifts, because of this connection to the cosmic energies. You're becoming connected to, it's like your spirituality. There's spiritual growth here. It's like you're physically going through something and it is affecting you on a spiritual level. Spiritual awakening, spiritual growth, something like this. Kitty confirmation. And the awareness is this, it's like you're waking up. You're having some kind of new idea, new understanding of what you want to do, and there's this nourishment and nurturing your gifts. Maybe you are receiving gifts, physical gifts, because of being able to provide some kind of safety for others. Oh, something that's coming to me right now is like building homes for people, Habitat for Humanity, something like this. Having the awareness that you want to learn, you want to be able to provide safety for others, or you want to go somewhere where you feel a sense of safety, where you feel held and nourished and nurtured. That in itself is a gift. So, okay, I'm gonna finish with a, nope, Beyond Lemuria. Beyond Lemuria. Oh, we've got a figure here who has wings and feathers and a light shining from the third eye, also the hands. There are minor chakras in our hands. There are more chakras than just the 7 that most of us know, hear about. So it's like, yeah, there's some kind of chakra alignment between your hands and your third eye. Transformation. Go inwards. Go inwards and be present with wherever you are at in your process. Feel whatever you need to feel. It may be hard to be present with some parts of yourself. Bring them into a cocoon of gentle self-love and reflection. Insight will come. Shadows can be released, and your heart space will soften. Cry or be angry if this is what you are holding on to, and laugh at the ironic divine perfection of it all. Journey beyond your constructed outer self, where you can delve into the beautiful abyss of your being. I mean, there's a journey here. Doesn't have to be physical, can be all internal. But yeah, absolutely. There's a huge journey happening here for you. A journey beyond your constructed outer self. It's almost like this resilience is you carrying the last kind of vestiges of who you identify as, but then ultimately releasing the burden in favor of needing to find balance. It's like, yeah, letting go of who you think you should be, of your identity, who you have identified as. The transformation is here. It's big. Revel in the twilight before the dawn and let your wings unfurl. Yeah. And that's a part of the slow and steady too. She's got wings as well. Let your wings unfurl. You're taking your time. You know, you come, a butterfly comes out of the cocoon. It's tough. It's difficult. It's a rather exhausting process, and so it has to rest, and its wings are all crumpled, so it has to open the wings, let them dry, and rest before it can fly. So this is what is happening. This new beginning, yeah, is you like essentially coming out of the cocoon. And it's a tough process, but you're learning how to nourish yourself so that you can fly, so that you can head off in this new direction that you are very, very excited about. If I didn't say that enough times already. So I'm going to leave it there. This is beautiful. Enjoy the journey. It's what it's all about anyway. I wish you well and a very, very happy birthday. Thanks so much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, week, month, year, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah.